Hello and welcome to another update video about ADA. Here in the short term, I would also ideally be looking at some upside, but the difference to, for example, Ethereum is that we have here a fairly strong indication that there is still downside pressure on the chart. I mean, Ethereum still has downside pressure as well, don't get me wrong, but Ethereum at least has a clearer, not a very clear, but a clearer breakout pattern. But I talked about that in the Ethereum chart. Here actually with ADA, I would primarily still be looking at lower prices for ADA. However, and that is what I mentioned in the previous video as well, it could be that the low for ADA is already in an ending diagonal wave pattern, and to get more evidence for that, I would want to see the price rally above 41.1 cents. Then we can say with more confidence that a low has already been made. But here in the very short term, my view is that we are in this sort of 5-wave move to the downside, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that we're now in this third wave and maybe here have developed a 1-2 setup, or we're doing that 1, 2 and then come down in 3 of 3. So I will eventually have to move all of this here to the right hand side. So then, because it always takes a bit of time, but we could say, and this is possible at the moment, yeah, it's of course difficult to say in the current situation something is for certain, but the way we came down here suggests that a 5-wave move to the downside was finished. So this could have been a wave 1 of 3. Then here, I mean, this could theoretically have been a wave 2 of 3 already, but then the move down was not really impulsive. So we have here a corrective move up, here a corrective move, which suggests that this is some kind of a flat pattern, which would be followed by an impulse to the upside. Now, this is also not yet very clear, but we also always try to show you the opportunity, the breakout points. If you want to trade this long, for example, be aware that this might only be a C wave of wave 2, for example, and would then come down once more, most likely, unless we can rally impulsively above that 41.1 cent level, because above that level it would get unlikely that it's still some kind of a wave 2. But yeah, what counts, I think, at the moment is the short-term price action here. This suggests at the moment we could move up higher, especially as long as we are in this channel here. And a really good sign that we are moving higher in a third wave would be a breakout of the channel to the upside. So this would look a little bit like that. And I can give you a target for the third wave as well. So what would be the signals that the third wave has started? So important is to hold, of course, here this swing low at 32.1 cent. Very important. Then, in addition to that, we need to rally above 34.1 cents. If we do that, we have to break the wave B high at 35. And each of these levels, when they get broken, they increase the likelihood that we are in a third wave. And when breaking above the 35 cent level, the wave B high, then we've most likely broken out of the channel already. Now, if I look at the target for the third wave, I can measure it with the Fibonacci extension tool, and that should take us to 36.6 cents for the third wave. And then we're looking at something like, yeah, anywhere higher than that really for the fifth wave. Textbook target would be the 2.618 extension, 39.4 cents, but be aware that the first resistance, major resistance or target is probably here this wave A high, which is around 37.8 cents. So this is sort of what I think is gonna play out, especially as long as 32.1 cent is holding. If we lose this level very clearly, then this thing is probably subdividing lower, and we're already in an impulse down in a third wave to the downside. And if that really is the case, then a target just roughly for the third wave down would be around 23 cents, the 1.618 extension, yeah. So this would be a key target if we lose that 32.1 cent level already, because if we lose that without subdividing higher, then we are probably going to retest immediately the 31 cent level, the low from the 9th of June, and then we're probably losing it and also come down quite impulsively. So this is currently where we are. It's a bit of a slow market today and at the moment generally, so hopefully you still like the update. But before we finish, Thanks a lot for everybody who has been and who is delegating to our own stake pool. Remember, we only started it a few days ago, 5 days really, we made it public. Here it says it was created around about 7 days ago, but we never made anybody aware until like, I think sort of the weekend. So again, we have already crazy 1.63 million ADA delegated, which is just amazing. Thanks so much to the community. Obviously this is growing every day, and the pool is by far not saturated, you can see that here, but having over 1.6 million ADA in just a few days is an amazing accomplishment. Many other tools need many weeks and months for that. I also thought we need weeks for that, but it happened much faster than anticipated, and ideally from the next epoch that stake will go live, right? And all the delegations will contribute to creating rewards for everybody who has been delegating and who is delegating. So it should be the next epoch that should start, I think, in a couple of days. And then it would be very exciting to see, or it will be very exciting to see if in that epoch we are already producing a block. Again, many pools, it normally takes them weeks or months to produce a block. Some never do, right? But with over 1 million ADA, we have a really good chance to do it. So I'm very excited, looking forward to that. And if you also want to support the channel, delegate your ADA to the ADA stake pool, then you can do that by following the links in the video description. There's also 2 videos that explain how to do that. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.